Hi guys, so today I'm actually stopping doing the Glamour magazine article. One, because I just thought that this was pretty ugly to just have eyeballs on your nail. I mean, I just think it's ugly. It's not even cute. And then getting into the next ones, like the metallics, I'm gonna do that anyways. The whole reason I started this journey, if you want to call it, and I've done the 18 different designs so far, was just to get myself, you know, a little better in the nail art, like doing things that I've never done before, the water marbling and stuff that I would never have thought of. So now that I've learned a few different techniques and I've done it, a few different designs that I would not have done and otherwise, I'm just over it, and I'm really wanting to do Halloween nails, but this is my problem. I'm not creative, like, at all. So I've been going back and forth what to do on my nails. So it's been a while since I've done stickers, and these are actually not even stickers. These are tattoos. So I'm just gonna cut them out, and I've got some water here, and I will show you guys how to do this. And I just got the next Halloweenish color in line, and it is black tie. It's more of an iridescent black, but I can do whatever I want, and so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get started with the base coat, because it is a dark color. You don't want it to stain. So we're going to put our base coat on. Now that I've got my base coat on, which is Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Hardener, just until I get rid of it, I'm going to let that dry just a tad. It doesn't need to be fully dry, but it dries very quickly. So I'm just going to get this bottle ready to go. So because I'm not very creative, the first thing I did was actually go to my nail stickers, and I looked through them, and there was this really cute pumpkin design, but my nails are not long enough for that, and had I done that, then it would have cut off like half of the pumpkin, or I would have had to trim it a lot. So the first sticker that I came across that would actually fit my nail was this. These are tattoos, but I keep them with the stickers just because it's a square piece of paper. And then once I had the design that I was going to do, I went and I found a nail polish that would look okay. I think black, yes, it is black, iridescent, sparkly, but it's more of a lighter tone that it will come through as not so dark and eerie. But I'm just going to use these skulls and put them on top of this once it's dry. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get this on. And it is Sally Hansen Diamond Strength in the color black tie. I don't know if that's going, but it is black tie. So we will see how opaque this is. I'll probably do 2 coats, because this is going to be the main color. I mean, the tattoos are not going to add any depth or anything. Alright, so that's 1 coat, and it's not that bad, but it could still, there's still a couple places that are bare, so I do think it's just going to be a 2 coats. And it is, well, it's really more black. The bottle looks more iridescent than it does on the nails. it's really not conveying as shimmery or anything on my nails, to me anyways. I mean, I don't know if your angle's different, but to me, well, I guess a little bit. But it is much blacker than I thought it would be, and so I think it's just gonna go so cute with these little tattoos. So I'm just gonna dry for a couple seconds, and then I will go in with my second coat. So now I'm ready to go in with my second coat. I dried for just a few minutes, but not really too long. And to do the tattoos, you really don't need to be completely dry, because you just don't have to be. I'm not going to be. So I think that 2 coats is pretty good. It's opaque and it's not too thick. So the 2 coats is good. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit just because I'm gonna be dealing with a lot of tools to get these stuck on in place, and I don't want to nick, which is what I will do if I continue and they're wet, because I am uncoordinated completely. So I will be using scissors and tweezers, and with my luck I will just ruin my nails just because. So I will be back as soon as I'm dried, and we will continue with the tattoos. Alright, so to do this with the tattoos, well, especially with this kind, I'm going to cut out the one that I want, even though it's shaped like this could be a full nail. They are separate. Each one is a separate design and a separate tattoo. So these are not all connected. This is 1, 2, and 3. You can tell by the clear line. I don't know if you guys can see any clear lines. I don't know. So they need to be cut so that you can dip it in your water, which I have a bottle of water. I mean, not a bottle, but a cup of water here. It's just regular water out of the tap. And then I also have my tweezers just to dip it in. That way I don't have to hold it there with my fingers wet and everything. And then we're gonna seal it off with a top coat once we're all done. So I'm going to zoom out again. I got my water here, which, like I said, is just regular tap water. All you're doing is getting the tattoos wet, because you know how a tattoo works. So it will just slide off of the paper and you stick it on your nail. Now I will say that my nails are not very long right now, so I probably won't be using the huge ones, these huge red orange color ones, but I'm going to just use these to get on my fingers. So first I'm going to open the tweezers. Mine have a little clear tab on them that keeps it closed, and this does have a film on it, which we don't need on it, and we can put it back on once we're done. So you might be able to see there that they are all separate. There's nothing in between. The shiny part is the tattoo part. So there's nothing in between, meaning that they're all one tattoo. So now I'm just going to cut out the designs that I want on my fingers. So I always like to start with my pinky. And and my pinky is very little. So, and I also like to match. So whatever goes on my left hand is probably going to go on my right hand, especially because this side and this side are completely the same. So it's like an inverse or a mirror. They're two designs each. So on my little pinky, I'm gonna go with this skull here. Well, this is hard to cut. Okay, got it cut. So this is going to be trash now. That was just a corner with nothing on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of paper, maybe, and I'm going to dip this in the water. Maybe not. Of course, when I'm filming, I can't do this. I've done this a few times before. So you just want to hold it in the water for a little bit to let it get wet. And then once it's wet enough, you can actually just pull off the tattoo. And then you stick it on your finger. Well, I messed that one up. So I messed that one up because by the time that I had transferred it and everything, it was upside down on my finger. So, moving on. We're going to act like that never happened, but I'm not going to delete it because this is a real, my life. And how I do things wrong. Alright, so since I ruined that one, I have to find another small one to go on my pinky. So I'm actually just going to cut this one a little in half because the one that I think will fit my pinky is this little skeleton hand. So to get to it and without ruining the other ones, I think this is a good way to get to it. Now that I've got it, again, dip it in the water. Let it get wet. Take it out. Slide it off. And then stick it on the finger. Well, that did not show up at all. So that one I thought was outlined in white, but I guess that it's just the background. So it's literally doesn't look like I have anything on that hand or on that finger. But sometimes that's just how it works. So I guess I'm going to go in with a different one on the other hand. Just see if I can get something to turn out. So I'm actually going to do these two leaves. See if I can get those to work. They are definitely red. I can see that they are red. We will see if they turn into my nail red. Or if that's just a psych out too. And I'm doing both because I think one will just be, this one will just be too small. So again, we're gonna put it in the water. You just want to make sure that the paper is saturated. Then when you pull it off, so you can use the tweezers and then just place it on. And then get your other one. So that one looks much better. You can actually see it as opposed to the other one. You can see the leaves. This one, yeah. Can't see nothing. Oh, you can see a little bit of the white, but you cannot see the whole fingers, which is the whole point. So, moving on. Sometimes nail art just does not work out. You just gotta roll with the punches. Alright. I think to make it easier on myself, I'm just going to go not try to get ones from the middle. So now I have cut out this skull. I'm gonna dip it in the water. Pull off the skull. And I'm going to just press it on my finger. Now that is not centered, but it's how it came off my finger. Again, this is not a perfect science. So now I'm going to go with the same design. So when you pull it off, it's inverted. It's upside down. So when you put it on your finger, which I tried to make it even, except for I put it backwards. See, this is not at all a perfect science. It's just a whatever. So now they're upside down. But they're on there. That's what counts. They are on there and they're cute. So I have my little discard pile over here. So next, I'm going to I guess I'm just gonna go with this little red skulls. Alright, so I'm gonna do these little red skulls, and I'll probably do them on my pointer finger because my middle finger is bigger and I can fit a bigger skull on it. Now see, that one I tried to put even and it did not come out even. Just whatever. It is what it is. Even though I'm not doing it perfectly, I hope you're getting the idea of how to do tattoos on your nails. Nail art tattoos. Because they're still pretty cool. Okay, that one I did a better job. It is more centered. Alright, so now we're going for the big finger. Actually I think that I could fit that one on my thumb. So if I'm going to do this one on my thumb, I think it will fit. And then we'll do this one on my middle finger. So let's try that. So we are going for the skull with roses on my middle finger. Again, it's inverted, so then you just want to stick it on. So that's very crooked, so we're going to pull it up. Try to pull it up. Okay, here we go. I think I'm going to need tweezers because this is not working. Okay, I did it. Whew. Close call, but I got it. And I'm actually, because that one finger doesn't look like it has anything on it, I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on it. I ruined the first one, but the little hand did not come out. So I'm going to put this one on my pinky finger that looks bare. It looks naked. So now it has something on it. And continuing with the roses one. And last but not least, we're going to try to do this really big one on the thumb. So I'm going to go ahead and cut both of them up right now. And I have this whole time been stabbing my fingers. So I'm surprised that I haven't broken something. One of the designs yet. Alright, here we go. Now, because this is so big, I'm going to have to really try and get it centered, or it's just going to not work. It's not centered exactly, but it's on the nail, which is the point. And the very last one, see if we can get this done without hurting anything. Did it! I have done it. I have succeeded. As I spill my water, almost. So there is few nails, the other few nails, and the thumbs. So this could actually even be like for Cinco de Mayo with these designs on the thumb, but I just figured black and skulls. Perfect first Halloween manicure. Because this is just going to be plain polish, it will probably last like 3 days, and then I can do something else. So now I just need to wrap my head around designs. This is my problem, is I'm not that creative, so I don't have designs to do. So now that they have dried somewhat, because you want the tattoos to be dry, because I don't think a top coat would seal in the wetness very well. So I talked a little bit under these hot lights. I'm sure they're dry. So we're going to go in with our top coat just to seal it all in. And that is my Halloween nail design for tattoos. My Halloween tattoo nail design. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.